arsenal? What's with these double-meaning innuendo titles, Insomniac? Came out in 2004 and everyone was like... The game was met with critical praise since it basically took everything from Ratchet & Clank 1 and... Wait. Stop it. Wait a second, hold on. Oh, God. It's the wrong footage. I know they look alike. It's the wrong footage. Anyway, the game was met with critical praise since it took everything from Going Commando and, well, just tweaked it. Yeah. Yes, Up Your Arsenal was the sequel that changed basically nothing from Going Commando, and that was fine for the most part. I mean, people got what they wanted and it was dandy. Insomniac found their winning formula, and this kind of ranks as the best Ratchet & Clank game overall. But it did give everyone that weird sense of deja vu. And no, yeah, instead of a blue GUI, it's orange! Look at that progress, yeah! But anyway, if you're new to this game, here are a few basic tips, tricks, and heads up for people who don't know shit about this game. So once again, you play as Ratchet and a toaster with eyes. After the events of Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, Clank is a TV star for some reason, and Ratchet and Clank are kinda just chillin', when suddenly they find out that their home galaxy is being terrorized by a thing called the Tyrannoids. Of course, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, come on, just look at these dopes. What even is this? Anyway, it's soon revealed that an evil, tall, dark, and handsome robot named Dr. Nefarious is doing bad stuff, and it's up to Ratchet and Clank and this monkey to save the galaxy. I'm not joking about the monkey. He is very important. But along the way, you'll meet spandex, soap operas, mass genocide, furries, I really don't like you, war flashbacks, yelling, funky fresh beats, okay seriously Clank, f*** off, aggressive Germans, IQs lower than 40, and innuendos. Now, the story is simple and funny, and yeah, we've done this tango before. Fluffy Gunpowder McGee is gonna stop the bad guy, yeah. You'll see some familiar faces, there will be some shocking minor twists, and by the end of it, you'll want to punch Quark in the face. Again. But this is the turning point of the Ratchet & Clank series, to be real. Knowing the second and the first game kinda helps if you really want to get into the story. And all future Ratchet & Clank games really reference this game a lot. So if there's a Ratchet & Clank you should probably play to enjoy the other games, it's this one. A game you want in your arsenal, if you will. Perhaps up your arsenal. In your arse, for short. Shove this game right up your ass! So like I said, this game is extremely similar to Going Commando to an almost sketchy degree. Now I did cover a lot of the game's basic mechanics in the past 2 videos, so if you haven't seen those, I highly recommend going to watch those now. Go on, click one of the boxes. I'll wait. You know, these games really play the same, guys. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Click the box, you idiot! Now, Up Your Arsenal is the same old design. You gradually unlock new planets, explore and blow stuff up on 1 or 2 paths, do the thing you came to do, check the entire planet before leaving, make out with a robot, get new info, and you move on. Ta-da! Groundbreaking, I know. Now, the game does change a little bit of stuff. For one, you kinda have a base that you'll be going back to often called the Phoenix, where you can upgrade your armor, do some training stuff, and interact with your lazy no-good team members. But you'll be here a lot, and doing certain things on your ship moves the story along. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward experience. Missions are clear, and people will always yell at you on where to go and what you need to do. I mean, you also have your menu to tell you where to go, but who reads anymore now? I mean, who really looks at their idioms and their metons, am I right? Okay, so gameplay-wise, the game still uses guns. You're still blowing stuff up, yeah. You'll be jumping around a lot, solving puzzles with items you gradually find through the world, and experiencing the carnage of war. But the guns are still the main focus, and you'll unlock new ones and progress and get the money to buy them. There are 20 overall, and while some are very similar to the ones in previous games, you got some new ones to try out. Of course, some aren't as cool as you think. Like, yeah, I guess this is cool, but couldn't I just use this gun to blow the dude's legs off and call it a day? But you'll quickly find your favorites and stick to them throughout the game. Now, this time around, the guns can upgrade up to 5 times from usage the first time you play, and then can upgrade to level 8 after you beat the game and play in challenge mode. But baby steps, guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I do recommend taking the time to upgrade at least 7 guns to a decent level, cause if not, you're gonna have to work with weapons that are under-leveled, and suddenly Ratchet is flatchet. As in, like, flat on the ground, dead. That was a decent joke, right? I get you're trying to be constructive. I do. Okay, you don't have to be rude. Yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. What? Jeez, it's 10:42 in the morning. I'm trying to write this freaking script on a deadline. Comedy's hard! It's hard making jokes! Real talk, don't buy the first gun you see, because you might end up hating it soon after. But when buying a gun for the first time on the Phoenix, it will allow you to test out the weapon beforehand, which I do recommend. So while exploring worlds and getting items to access new areas is basically the same, the game adds some kind of optional but not always optional am I really having fun here mission/objectives that you kinda have to do from time to time. Occasionally you'll go to a planet only to help out the Galactic Rangers from getting their little robot butts smeared across the pavement. Helping these guys out are broken up into little missions with objectives to complete. It can range from shooting the dudes to turning some thingies on to shooting the dudes in a plane and then shooting the Okay, you know what? They're not the most creative things. Now, these sections are not optional on most planets. Like, you have to help these SATSACs out a lot. Video games are fun, and I love them very much. Look at how much fun I'm having. Wow! But once completing the story-based missions, it gives you optional missions as well. Of course, all you really get is money and some unique items, and unless you like this crap, I don't recommend hanging out because you really don't need them. On top of that, the game also has 5 quirk comic minigame thingies that you gradually find throughout the game, and you have to get through them to move the story along. They're just little platformer minigames that aren't too terribly hard, and pro tip, punch everything that moves and shoot stuff. But you only need to get through the episodes to move on, so don't sweat it about getting all the collectibles unless you're a little panicky 100% completionist. Just be an underachiever and do the bare minimum like the rest of us.
What's up, people? It's Party Gears. Are you feeling me, robots? I'm feeling you. I see the future, and what do I see? Robots going crazy across the galaxy.
Okay.
Okay, so if you played the second game, then all the extra stuff Up Your Arsenal offers should be really familiar. Similar to the crystal fields in Going Commando, there is a sewer crystal pipe place thingy labyrinth on planet Aquatos where you can collect crystals for money. Of course, the amount of bolts you get from doing just normal stuff in the game is kind of extreme and freakishly bizarre, and you can't explore all the pipes without the gravity boot, so don't feel pressured to explore this place unless you really want the goods and have a thing for bacteria and raw sewage. I don't know, man, it's your life. Another way to get cash and just is around for kicks is Annihilation Nation, a battle arena that pops up like twice in the story and that's kind of it. So check it out and maybe pop in before beating the game because it's sort of kind of worth it. Real talk though, this show just straight up murders people. Like, what the heck, guys? You just barbecued this poor man. Like, how you getting away with this? Also, there are big platinum bolts and trophies chilling in baby hidden parts of most planets, so keep an eye out. You don't need them to beat the game, but yeah, it's a trophy for you crazy folks who need a sense of purpose in life, and the big bolts let you buy special doodads in the menus like new skins for Ratchet. Also, they completely got rid of the ship sections in the game, so don't worry about flying around or anything like that. Okay, so here are a few tips and things you should know before you get started. Real talk, the nitro launcher is kind of overpowered to level that crap up. Why is this so dang catchy? Like, what the hell? The rockets that glow red are the only ones that'll try to hit you when free falling. Having past Ratchet & Clank game saves will get you discounts at certain vendors. The charge boots are still a side item in this game and they are worth getting. There are cheats that you can type in this game. Links below for cool dumb stuff. Just destroy everything all the time for extra bolts. Also, not really related to the game, but hey, my video. Did you know Dr. Nefarious also voices Andrew Ryan from BioShock? Like, I found this out recently and I don't know, that was a neat little tidbit for you. There you go. Clank has sections in the game again and I don't know, who even cares? Don't forget, you need to be in close enough range to use your bots and the monkey falls all the bananas. Also, Clank, go die in a hole, you f***. So while Up Your Arsenal is just an orange rehash of Going Commando, it did fix and enhance already great mechanics, and this is the game that future games build itself on. And most people see this as the last real Ratchet & Clank game on the PS2, and it didn't disappoint. And I hope this basics beginner's guide makes your gaming experience a little better. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Hey, how's it going? Did you like this video? Well, if you did, why don't you go watch another one, you nerd? Also, why don't you go follow me on Twitter so you can keep up to date on what's gonna happen next? Wanna watch me get the footage I need for these videos? Head on over to my Twitch so you can see me play games and talk to chat where no one is safe. If you have any tips for this game or any future games, please leave me a comment, tweet me, or send me a message. Later, you big nerds!